The year is 2090 AD. In reaction to centuries of war and international strife, the people of Earth, united under a world-allied government, established what was thought to be a lasting world peace. They thought wrong. A new enemy has emerged to threaten Earth's peace, an enemy from another world. The planet Earth has been invaded by the tyrannical and imperialistic forces of Kargnus. You have witnessed the populace of the planet Earth's decimation, the scorching and ransacking of cities, and the defeat of Earth's mightiest defenses. The future of Earth looked dim. That is, until the creation of the world's last hope, the inner space fighter bomber Raiden. You have been selected to pilot this incredible weapon and defend your homeworld. Take on alien invaders in the desert, the Suez Canal, and the black void of space. Those three places. You're not facing cute little green men in spacesuits here, oh no, but the ruthless mechanical terrors from a war-hungry world. The future of Earth is in your hands. You, and you alone, can save the Earth and its remaining population. And your inner space fighter bomber, Raiden. This is Raiden Trad from Electrobrain, developed by Micronix, published by Electrobrain, released in 1992, part of the Raiden franchise, and known as Raiden Densetsu in the home market of Japan. Well, it's a top-down shooter, so it's got that going for it. Those are generally not terrible, right? Originally developed by Seibu Kaitsu, distributed by Tecmo in Japan. First game of the Raiden series, a vertical scrolling shooter game. The arcade version was distributed to North America by Fabtech. Taiwan had a version, South Korea had a version, Hong Kong had a version. A few other countries such as Malaysia, though the publishers for those countries are unknown, because we need to know that. Let's see. In addition to the original arcade version, several ports were released to multiple consoles and computers such as the Genesis, TurboGrafx 16, SNES, FM Towns, PC Engine Super CD-ROM, the Jaguar, DOS, PlayStation, the Lynx, and others. Ports for both the Amiga and Atari Falcon were in development by Image Tech Design, but never released. It was successful in arcades despite doubts by the staff, managing to sell 17,000 units worldwide. It was received by players and critics alike. Console and computer ports of the game received generally positive reviews as well, due to the success of the original. Multiple sequels and related games were released and developed, and then released even. Let's see. EGM gave the Jaguar version a 6 out of 10. Why do we actually have a review or scores for the Jaguar version? That's weird. 4 reviewers agreed that it was virtually identical to the arcade, but were divided about the quality of the game. 2 of them described it as above average, and 2 described it as mediocre, saying the ship moves too slow, enemy fire blends in with the backgrounds, graphics are subpar given the Jaguar's capabilities. GamePro similarly criticized that the gameplay is outdated, ship moves too slow, the graphics don't live up to the Jaguar's potential, and they concluded that a snoozer like Raiden just seems out of place on a powerful system like the Jaguar. Really, nobody really gave the SNES version much attention, and looking at the brilliant table here, that seems to be true. Game Rankings gave it a 57%, Allgame gave it 2.5 stars, ASM gave it a 4 out of 12, and that's really it. Nobody really touched it. The Jaguar version got the most attention, which is weird. The Genesis version did fare generally less good across the board as the Super NES version, but we've come to realize that that's pretty par for the course. What can I tell you? It's pretty standard. Pretty standard scrolling shooter. I do agree that the ship could move a little faster. I do agree that some of the bullets could stand out a little more, and some of the enemies could be a little more noticeable, I think. Is it terrible? No. No, not at all. There are better vertical scrolling shooters, and there are worse vertical scrolling shooters. But it's just solid. Just nothing flashy, nothing fancy, gets the job done.